We want a piece of cake too. All right, this morning in the Modern Parent, kicking, screaming, dropping down to the floor. No, we're not talking about just me. Yep, it is a temper tantrum. And though it may cause your teeth to clench and your hairs to stand on end, it's completely normal. Michaela headed to the Children's Workshop to chat with Heather to get some helpful info on the topic.
We see them in young children, typically around the age of 2. We dub the 2-year-old age as the terrible twos. But even children as old as 3, 4, and maybe 5 years old, they can experience temper tantrums on a regular basis, and even sometimes an older school-age child.
But what is a temper tantrum?
There's a difference between temper tantrums and a child who's misbehaving. A child who might be making some poor choices or might not be doing the right thing, they typically still have control of their behavior and their decisions, whereas a child who's having a full-blown temper tantrum, we have to remember as the adults that that child often does not have control of his or her emotions at that time.
Recognize the signs.
We tend to see lots of inconsolable crying. They may kick, they may scream, they may lay their whole body on the floor, and that's a serious thing, and we have to ensure that we're reacting to that in the right way. Especially with toddlers, 3, maybe even some 4-year-olds, their ability to understand language is much greater than expressing language. So a lot of times a temper tantrum will come out of just the simple fact that the child doesn't know how to express with words.
Establish a routine.
Children always need to know what's coming next. In terms of that too, we really want to see adults and teachers give kids some control of what's going on around them. They need that just as much as we do as adults. So you want to think of them as a little human being that needs a lot of the same things that you need as an adult.
Pick and choose your battles.
Sometimes a great strategy to use would be ignoring the behavior. So if you ignore the behavior for a few seconds, does it stop? And if it does, move right along. I wouldn't make too big of a deal of it. Taking a step back, counting to 10, remaining calm, as calm as possible is very important. And also, keep your tone in check. So don't take a side. Don't become defensive right away, but also don't over-sympathize with the child either.
Try your best to find a solution.
Ask the child, how were you feeling? What was making you feel that way? Ask them if it's something that you did, because, that's a real thing. Is there something that they're scared of? Were they feeling tired? Were they feeling hungry? And then providing children with, an opportunity to learn something new. So instead of kicking the wall, maybe you could take a walk with your feet. Instead of, pushing your friend, maybe you could, do an art activity with your hands. So giving them hope and acknowledging how they're feeling, I think, is just so important.
And do you have a toddler at home? Well, if you do, just take a deep breath. Relax with us here on The Rhode or check out more helpful parenting tips from the Children's Workshop. You can do that by visiting rhodeshow.com and click on the Modern Parent channel.